Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2024 National Technical Honor Society Induction Ceremony for Diman Regional Vocational Technical High School. I am Mrs. Anne-Marie Zenny, and this is Mr. Jonathan Rube, and it has been an honor to serve as your students' co-advisors to the National Technical Honor Society. Please allow me to introduce our administrators that are here with us tonight. Mr. Brian Bentley, Superintendent Director. Mr. Andrew Rabello, Assistant Superintendent Director Principal. Mr. Michael Zajac, Assistant Principal Student Affairs. Mrs. Maria Torres, Assistant Principal Technical Affairs. James Moore, Assistant Principal Academic Affairs. Mrs. Joseph Narcissan, Director of Cooperative Education. Thank you for your support. It is our pleasure to welcome you to our very first induction ceremony. Please join us in welcoming to the podium a senior in the Carpentry and Cabinet Making Program and this year's National Technical Honor Society President, Ariel Pimentel, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Good evening, and welcome to Diman's first National Technical Honor Society induction ceremony. Tonight we recognize the accomplishments of an outstanding group of students with one of the highest honors in career and technical education. Since 1984, over 1 million members have been recognized for their effort and aptitude that our students tonight have shown in their chosen area of career and technical education. From celebrating the excellence shown in developing their skills to offering over $300,000 in scholarships each year, the National Technical Honor Society believes in empowering each of our students in their journey to develop the skills they will need to build a career which they love. Tonight, we invite you all to join us in celebrating these students and supporting the time-honored purposes of the National Technical Honor Society. At this time, we would like to welcome Mr. Andrew Rabello, Assistant Superintendent, Director, and Principal for opening remarks.
Good evening. I'm so excited to welcome this first class, this first chapter into the National Technical Honor Society, something we've never done. But I'm particularly excited about it because of what Diman is, the mission of Diman. Our school was founded back in 1918. There was 9 students that were taught hand tools. Think about what we've blossomed into today. We are the premier workforce preparation entity on the South Coast. I truly believe that. And it is because of the students here today. You all are the next generation of workforce for this community. Over the past 4 years, 3 years for our juniors, you've learned the skills, the tools from your teachers. You've been guided by your parents over time. If you continue to make the decisions that have led to this moment, being honored as one of the top career and tech ed students in this school, you will be successful in life, I have no doubt. Parents, caregivers, you guys did an incredible job with this group. This is a pinnacle achievement. Make no mistake about it. Congratulations, inductees.
Thank you, Mr. Ravello. Good evening, everyone. My name is Austin Fonseca. I'm a senior in the Business Technology Program, and I'm honored to be your Vice President of the National Technical Honor Society. Tonight it is my privilege to honor our first honorary member of the Society. Mr. Carl Hetzler is a distinguished leader and lifelong resident of Fall River. He is the co-founder and president of H&L Tool and Engineering, a successful business that has been a cornerstone of our community since 1980. A proud alumnus of Diman Regional and UMass Dartmouth, he has dedicated his life to fostering education and economic development in our city. His tireless efforts extend beyond his business. He has significantly contributed to local schools, including serving as a member of Diman's school committee, healthcare, and numerous community organizations. Recognized with numerous awards, including carrying the Olympic torch in 2002, Mr. Hetzler exemplifies community spirit and education. Today, we are honored to induct Mr. Carl Hetzler as the first honorary member of the National Technical Honor Society. His career, education, and community service perfectly align with the mission of the National Technical Honor Society, to honor excellence in workforce education and to promote the values of leadership and service. Mr. Carl Hetzler's lifelong commitment to technical education, his leadership in local economic development, and his unwavering community service truly embody the spirit and mission of the National Technical Honor Society. It is an honor and pleasure to welcome to the podium Diman alumni and business owner, Mr. Carl Hetzler.
That was terrific. What a wonderful introduction. Thank you very much. You're very kind. When Anne Marie Zanni asked me to be the guest speaker tonight, she asked me to keep my remarks brief, so I cut them down to 1 hour. Anyway, I want to thank Mrs. Zanni and Mr. Root for the invitation to be here tonight. I'm truly honored to be with all of you as you are recognized and inducted into the National Technical Honor Society. You know, it's really pretty cool that someone came up with an honor society to honor technical excellence. This is phenomenal. I mean, I believe in technical vocational education so much that to have somebody do this is truly remarkable. And seeing all of these students that are here, I was expecting about 20 kids. I didn't know what to expect, but to see all of these students that are here today, phenomenal job, well done. Normally, I play golf on Wednesday nights, and I see one of my friends out here that plays on Wednesday night as well. And I couldn't play this evening, and when I told my golf buds that I couldn't make it because I was being honored and inducted into an honor society, they laughed. They said, "What do you mean that you're being inducted into an honor society? You? An honor society? That doesn't quite fit." And I said, "No, it's a technical honor society, so it really does fit." So he says, "Well, wait a minute. Let me get this straight, Carl. You graduated in 1978, so it took you 45 years to earn the recognition?" I said, "Well, I was waiting for a couple of letters of recommendation. They got lost in the mail." Anyhow, I think they're just jealous, and you know what? I'm here now, I'm here with you, and I feel terrific about it, so I'm truly, truly honored to be here. When I think back to my years at Diman, the thing I think about the most, and the thing that really hits me the most, and especially now that I'm older, is how lucky I was to be able to come to this school. When I was leaving the 8th grade, there were 4 choices for me: Bishop Conley, Bristol Aggie, Durfee, and Diman. And honestly, I was a little bit uncertain as to which school I was going to go to. My parents were involved in that decision. My guidance counselors were involved in that decision. And boy, oh boy, how lucky was I that they recognized that this was the right path for me. Because I can't imagine how different my life could have been if I didn't come to Diman. So all of you should feel that same feeling of how fortunate you are, because there is a waiting list. There are kids that do not get into Diman. And in the perfect world, there'd be a large enough vocational school to accept every student that wants a vocational technical education. But we don't live in a perfect world. So, anyway, again, I feel truly honored. So I was asked to speak a little bit about what vocational education has meant for me. When I graduated in '78, it was not very popular at that time for students to go on to college. In fact, my graduating class, if I remember right, there were only about 20 of us. But here again, some guidance counselors convinced me, and my parents talked me into it, and I decided to go to, at the time it was SMU, now it's UMass Dartmouth, where I pursued a degree in mechanical engineering. What I didn't realize at the time was how beneficial my vocational technical training was going to be in earning a degree in mechanical engineering. So I'll give you an example. My sophomore year, one of the courses that we had to take to become a mechanical engineer was called manufacturing processes. And basically, it was a very small machine shop, which is what I came to Diman for, machine shop. And when I walked in on the first day, I looked at the professor and I said, geez, this is the stuff that I learned as a freshman at Diman 4 years ago. Do I really have to take this course? And he said, well, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to give you a full waiver, but I'm going to give you an A+. But you're going to come and you're going to help me teach this course to your fellow students. And I said, well, okay, I guess that's all right. But what happened next was even more extraordinary and almost life-changing to me. There were a couple of professors on campus that were doing research for the Navy. And when they found out that there was a young engineering student down in the machine shop that knew how to make things, they came calling. And they asked me if I would be interested in working for them. And I says, well, I guess. They said, well, you can use the equipment here, you can come down in between classes, and we'll pay you. And of course, like any young guy, I says, well, how much? He says, well, why don't you tell us? So all of the other students on campus were doing work study. And it was a fairly low wage. If you recall, any of you folks would call college, you didn't make a lot of money in college. But I was able to name my price, and I did. And I was paid quite handsomely by these professors that were doing this research, all because I had a skill. And I was only 19 years old. And I had more money in my pocket than any of the other college kids. And it was just, that was the start of that entrepreneurial spirit that I started realizing I have a skill, and that skill is needed, and I can make money with this skill. Anyway, kept doing work for them, and even after graduation, it continued. I had a small machine shop out in the backyard in the garage with a couple of small machines, and I actually took a job as an engineer. I took a job as an engineer, and I was working for a company that made eyeglass frames. And my job for that company was to design the equipment that would manufacture the frames. Well, the advantage I had over the other engineers was that not only could I design the equipment, but if need be, I could build the equipment. And that actually happened as well. The engineers all needed the services of the machine shop to get their projects completed. And I would go down to the machine shop and I would say, okay, I got a deadline, I got to get this project done by the end of the month. When can I get some parts made? And the machine shop supervisor told me, well, wait in line. You and every other engineer need stuff made. So I said, well, with your permission, can I make my own parts? He said, are you kidding me? You're an engineer. What do you know about machine shop? I said, I know everything about machine shop. I went to a vocational school. He says, help yourself. I was always ahead of the other engineers with regards to getting my projects done on schedule and on time, because I was able to do some of the things that the other engineers could not do. And it's because of the skills I learned here at Diman. Anyway, fast forward. 5 years working as an engineer, having a part-time machine shop in my backyard, making money, I finally realized what my dream was. And my dream was to continue working as an engineer and build my company as big as I could. So, at the age of 27, I resigned from my engineering position and went full-time. Today, some 40-some years later, my machine shop is one of the largest in this area. We employ an abundance of Diman grads. In fact, we can't get enough. There's a shortage. We need more skilled workers. But we employ Diman grads, and I'm very fortunate that my affiliation with this school continues. So, you know, when you think about Diman, and you think about what it does in our community, and you think about the skills that the students that come here learn, you do truly have a career path. You may not choose it, and that's okay. But no matter what you do in life, the skills that you learn at this school will be valuable to you. You'll always have them. And you'll fall back on them from time to time. They'll help you. The other thing that I was asked to speak a little bit about this evening was community involvement, and when you're in an honor society, community service is probably something that is one of the pillars that you need to achieve. My involvement in community service started right here at the school. You'll read that at the age of 30, I was asked to be on the machine shop advisory board. And at that point in my life, I said, me? Going to the school and talking to the teachers about what the curriculum should look like or how the curriculum could change. I was intimidated. I was totally intimidated. But it didn't take long to realize that the teachers here were looking for that sort of input. And that was my very first involvement on a board or a committee. And from there, I started building some confidence that, yes, what I can bring to the table is valuable. And that's going to happen with all of you. Every one of you is going to have opportunities to serve your community. Sometimes it may not be the right time. But if it is, take advantage of it. Because besides feeling good about what you can do in your community, you build a network. And that network is other people in the workforce, other people that you'll come to know that you may have never crossed paths with if not for this community involvement. And boy, let me tell you, that network is so valuable. As you go through life, there will be times when you will think about a problem that you're having, and then suddenly you'll say, you know what? Mr. So-and-so or Mrs. So-and-so, I worked with them on this board. I think they could help me. And when you reach out and make that call, and they help you, that's what networking is all about. And the bigger network that you can build, the easier it's going to be for you to move forward. There are people out there that will help you. But get involved. Help them. And suddenly you realize just what community service is all about. So, with all that said, what I want you to take away from this evening is, when you think about my story, I don't want you to think that I'm an exception, because I'm not. There are thousands of graduates of this school that have gone on to be very successful and have unbelievable careers. Unbelievable careers. I'm just one of the fortunate ones that got to put my skills to work, had a passion for what I was doing, and built a nice business out of it. So, take hold of what you have. It's a gift right now. Coming to Diman truly is a gift. Use it as you go through your life. In closing, I'd like to once again say how honored and privileged I am to be part of this ceremony. And I want to thank Mrs. Zenny and Mr. Roop for allowing me to speak here tonight. Congratulations to each of you, your parents, your families. This is an unbelievable honor. The future is yours. Go get it, grab hold of it, and never forget, you're a banker. That's all I'm going to leave you with. You're a banker forever.
Mr. Hetzler, please accept this certificate of recognition as Diman's first honorary member of the National Technical Honor Society.
Good evening. My name is Ava Santos, and I'm a senior in the Dental Assisting Program, and I serve as the ambassador of NTHS for the Diman chapter. The National Technical Honor Society advocates to reward excellence in workforce education, to develop self-esteem and pride and encourage students to reach for higher levels of achievement, to promote businesses and industries, critical workplace values, honesty, responsibility, initiative, teamwork, productivity, leadership, and citizenship, to help schools build and maintain effective partnerships with local businesses and industries, to champions of strong, more positive image for workplace education in America. Nomination into the National Technical Honor Society requires that members maintain an average of 85 or higher in their vocational programs and their academic coursework and a teacher recommendation. An application then needs to be completed and is reviewed by a panel of Diman faculty for selection. Upon selection, nominees must complete 16 hours of community service demonstrating citizenship and service. Upon completion of all requirements, students are inducted as members. This evening, we are inducting 70 members into the inaugural Diman Regional Vocational Technical High School National Technical Honor Society. To provide additional information about NTHS, please welcome Emma Shaker to present the colors of the National Technical Honor Society.
My name is Emma Shaker, and I am a senior in the Medical Assisting Program, and I serve as a treasurer. The National Technical Honor Society colors are silver, white, and purple. Silver represents value and worth. White represents truth and honesty. Purple represents achievement and honor. Olivia will now present the emblem.
Hello, my name is Olivia Cunha, and I am a senior in the Business Technology program, and I serve as the secretary. The official emblem of the organization is made up of a shield crossed by a scroll bearing the letters NTHS. Above the shield is the head of an American bald eagle, with a wreath of 7 stars circling the eagle's head. The shield represents the individual member. The line running through the shield represents a straight, plumb line, fundamental to building a life and career upon a good foundation. The bald eagle's head represents the United States of America and the individual's freedom of career choice. The wreath of 7 stars represents the 7 attributes of the NTHS member and the individual NTHS chapters throughout the U.S. Austin will now present the NTHS motto.
The motto and slogan of the National Technical Honor Society are based on the foundations and principles of the organization. The motto of the society is "Success favors the prepared mind," and the slogan, "Excellence in America's workforce begins with excellence in workforce education." Both motto and slogan drive our chapter and its members towards the goal of the organization.
At this time, we will introduce and install the incoming Diman National Technical Chapter Officers for the 2024-25 school year. President, Jayla Pelletier. Vice President, Alexa Pettit. Secretary, Sophie Oliveira. And Treasurer, Lila Kraza. Officers-elect, please repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Jayla Pelletier,
Promise to uphold the ideals of the National Technical Honor Society
promise to uphold the ideals of the National Technical Honor Society
and to fulfill the duties of my office
and to fulfill the duties of my office
as a chapter officer
as a chapter officer
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
I now declare you duly elected and installed as Diman National Technical Honor Society chapter officers for the 2024-25 school year.
Congratulations, officers. I now call upon the 2023-2024 officers to join me in the NTHS candle ceremony. In preparation preparation for our induction and recognition ceremony, we will light the candles that represent the attributes we adhere to as members of the National Technical Honor Society. At the beginning of the table is a lighted candle representing knowledge. Knowledge is awareness and understanding gained through experience or study. This candle represents the knowledge you have gained through experience and study in your technical program. The first attribute is skill. Skill is possessing competency and aptitude in craft, trade, or job. The second attribute is honesty. Honesty is the quality of being truthful, trustworthy, and genuine in all your interactions both socially and professionally. The third attribute is service. Service is contributing your time, effort, and skills to help others and your community. The fourth attribute is responsibility. Responsibility is being accountable and upholding commitments to others and yourself. The fifth member attribute is scholarship. Scholarship is a dedication to high-level competition and achievement in your area of study. The sixth attribute is citizenship. Citizenship is supporting, nurturing, and actively participating in the communities to which you belong. The seventh member attribute is leadership. Leadership is the ability to inspire and guide others to work towards achieving a common goal. Fellow members, I hope you recognize these 7 attributes in yourself and value these qualities that make you eligible for membership in the National Technical Honor Society.
We are now ready to proceed with the induction ceremony. Can we please have all seniors line up at the staircase? And we'll be crossing the stage when your name is called. The following students embody the attributes of our organization and represent excellence in career and technical education. Because this is the initial year that our chapter was established, both junior and senior students will be announced. Seniors, when you cross the stage, you will receive your certificate of membership along with the National Technical Honor Society cord to be worn at graduation ceremonies. The following senior students have completed their requirements for Diman chapter of the National Technical Honor Society. Ariel Pimento. Austin Fonseca. Olivia Cunha. Emma Shaker. Ava Santos. Megan Aruda. Jennifer Byrne. Cameron Cajun. Sophie Contembo. Emily Carrera. Jacob Short. Andrew Choquette. Madison Madison Coleman. Brianna Chevalier. Hannah Davis. Brianna Chabot. Connor Greenholm. Allison Heiser. Elizabeth Panane. Jack Cabrera. Emma Lincoln. Inez Medeiros. Aiden Medeiros. Lindsay Monis. Melody Morin. Ryan Nader. Marianne Norton. Ava Pacheco. Madison Pereira. Jameson Rigo. Michaela Rich. Oriana Sherman. Amani Silver. Cody Zadie. Eliza Carroll. And Lila Tebow. Members, you are now graduates of the National Technical Honor Society. Congratulations.
Juniors, please line up and cross the stage when your name is called. The following junior students have completed their first year of requirements for the National Technical Honor Society and may continue participation in the chapter during their senior year. Kaylin Almeida. Ryan Brillen. Ramon Cavallo. Isabel Chacaras. Chelsea Correa. Madison DaCosta. Nolan DePont. Troy Davis. Christian Estevez. Grace Flattery. Corey Gaspar. Victoria Peru. Anna King. Lila Krasek. Naya Martinez. Olivia Medeiros. Christine Moniz. Angela Gerode. Sophie Oliveira. Alexa Petter. Jayla Pelletier. Sarah Raposa. Savannah Pimentel. Isabel Rigo. Samantha Rigo. Autumn Resendiz. William Soares. Maya Souza. And Skyla Vieira.
Inductees, please confirm this by reciting your pledge of membership. As a member of the National Technical Honor Society, I pledge to maintain the highest standard of personal conduct. I will apply myself to continue a record of scholastic achievement. And I will strive for excellence in all aspects of my education. I will invest my talents, skills, and knowledge in a career of my choosing. And shall always endeavor to uphold my obligations as a citizen of my community. I now declare you duly inducted as members of the National Technical Honor Society.
On behalf of Diman Regional Vocational Technical High School, myself and Mrs. Zenny, we would like to congratulate all of you on your hard work and installation into the National Technical Honor Society. Let's hear it one more time and have the This is an honor that you will be able to carry with you throughout your education and your career, and we wish you congratulations and welcome to the National Honor Society. Feel free after the ceremony, you can enjoy refreshments and beverages outside, and thank you all for coming.